It is the 31st century, and mankind is once again at war. The battlefields of the future are dominated by huge robotic war machines known as battle mechs. Piloting these awesome weapons of war are men and women, the elite of the elite, knowing that each battle could be their last. They are MechWarriors.
Lieutenant, heavy laser fire.
Casualties. Medics are needed at position Fox.
This is ground command. Can you hold the line? I see them now. Wait, command. We're not in position yet, ground leader.
Copy that. Ground forces, can you hold?
They're breaking through. Here they come. Recon 1. We need more time. Do what I can, sir.
Get ready, Lance Leader. They're coming. Oh, man.
I see them, ground commander. Hold your position.
Problem, Lance Leader. Jaguars are splitting up. I repeat, the mechs have split up.
Copy, ground commander. We're on them. Fireflies 1 and 2. Track the Thor.
Roger that, Commander. We're almost there.
We'll handle the Mad Cat. Big Al, stand by to intercept.
Moving to position. Interception successful.
Die, Clanner.
He's going critical. Ejecting.
We're tracking the Thor. Lance Leader, do you read?
Moving the target area. Leg damage is slowing me down. Firefly 1 and 2. I can't get there in time. Slow him down while I get into position. You're going to have to be the bait.
Understood, sir. We're on it. Sir, we're...
Have locked.
Fire!
Come on. Come on.
Anytime now, sir.
Hang on. That's it. Mission accomplished.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Wheel Trouble's Let's Play MechWarrior 3. This game is in the MechWarrior franchise. For those of you that aren't aware, it's a franchise that has been around for quite some time, and getting it to run has been quite the endeavor. You will notice that I am having mouse issues right now. That's because I'm having to run this in what's known as a VirtualBox. So I start the VirtualBox, run a Windows 98 installer, and then essentially inside Windows 10 it's treating it like I have a Windows 98 install.
In the year 3058, the warring factions of the Inner Sphere band together to execute the complete annihilation of Clan Smoke Jaguar. Within 2 years, the Smoke Jaguar have been routed. By 3060, the Smoke Jaguar homeworld of Huntress is officially declared neutralized, and the Starlink Defense Forces immediately moved against the clan space capital world of Stranomecti. However, Galaxy Commander Brendan Corbett, the ranking Smoke Jaguar officer, is still at large. Corbett has been located on the world of Tranquil. He is fortifying his position and has called for remaining Jaguar forces to rally to him. Intel has designed a commando operation codenamed Damocles to execute a quick strike, neutralizing resource centers and exiting before Corbett can coordinate a counterattack. Our probes have uncovered a network of support facilities on this peninsula, which are Damocles' primary objectives. We predict only a modest opposition from garrison quality warriors. Insertion will be made via drop pods from low orbit. The drop ships Black Hammer and Eclipse will disperse 6 single lance commando teams throughout the region, along with support vehicles for field repairs and modifications. Damocles 1 will recon this operations area. destroying targets of opportunity and then staging a raid against a mech production facility located here. Damocles 2 and 3 will be dropped into the second operations area, targeting a hydroelectric plant and an underground manufacturing facility. Damocles 4, through 6, will conduct search and destroy operations in this area against training facilities, military outposts, and this urban area. All units will rendezvous here, at the spaceport. Extraction by dropship will follow successful completion of all operations.
Power curve optimal. Drop checks complete. All systems nominal. Landing coordinates confirmed. Drop sequence commencing.
Damocles 1 and support vehicles deployed. Testing recon probe. Video image. Optimal clarity.
Energy spike on the planet's surface. That indicates large... What the hell was that? Can't get a reading on this equipment.
Can you confirm mech pod deployment?
Mayday, mayday. We're going down.
Communications reestablished.
What are we looking at? Can somebody redirect the probe?
Sir, I have Damocles 1-2 on the left. Damn. Sir, Damocles 4 is breaking up.
Damn. Damocles 1, please stand by.
Damocles 1, this is Captain Taylor of the Eclipse. We've lost contact with dropship Blackhammer and its commandos. Eclipse is abandoning its run. Data feed from probe indicates you are dropping on target. We will ascertain your situation and the current threat level as soon as possible. Eclipse out.
I said get me online. I'll worry about the others later. Fine. Now bring up Area 1. Lance Leader, this is your mobile field base. The status of the Black Hammer is still uncertain. You are falling on target, but I've yet to raise your lance mates or any members of Teams 2 and 3. The intel rep for this mission was aboard the dropship, so we'll have to use canned data from an early probe flight. From our proposed landing site, here, we are to make our way west, neutralize the heavy missile platforms which control the lower valley, and then turn north following the river. This island facility is our final objective. The mech production site looks active, and the lack of strong military forces suggests an easy target. This operation is to be performed in 4 tactical sub-ops, indicated here. Oh, wait one. New data coming through. You sure that's all we have? All right, give me the TAC map. Lance Leader, our probe data is extremely out of date. However, you're falling slightly off target. We predict a shallow water splashdown north of this fishing village. In order to get to the beach, vehicles have to use this bridge. It's protected by these fixed missile emplacements. OpPoint Able designates a clan communications facility as your first target. Freeze video. These emplacements have to be eliminated. OpPoint Baker is the programmed landing target of the mobile field base. We'll wait for you there. Cut the feed. Objectives. Neutralize communication center at OpPoint Able. Rendezvous with mobile field base at OpPoint Baker. Look out for these SRM emplacements. Mobile threats should consist of light mechs and some vehicles. Good luck, Lance Leader.
Okay, as I was saying before, I'm essentially running this in an emulated environment. I'm happy to share the specs that I used, and I will actually go ahead and post those in the low bar below. And so any audio hiccups you hear, that's what it really is.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
And this
Weapons
particular
online.
mech is the
All systems
Bushwhacker.
nominal.
It is a perennial favorite even today, and this version is equipped with the extra-range large laser machine guns.
Lance Leader, this is a mobile field base. We're down on target, awaiting rendezvous.
I'm going to try to not interrupt the mobile field base. Anyway, like I said, we do have a couple machine guns.
All units come in. We've got movement all around our location. Don't waste any time getting here.
Good grief, he's a chatterbox. Anyway, we do have the machine guns, which they do tend to be kind of useless in my opinion. They're great for scoring critical hits once the armor is gone, but they're lousy about chipping away armor. We have the long-range missiles. That's the 5 rack. That's the smallest, so it'll do the least amount of damage. And since we're running 2 of them, we're actually generating more heat than we would if we just ran an LRM-10. Design flaw, I know. And then there's the AC-10. What we're going to try to do as we go through these missions is salvage enough weaponry to really improve this mech's output, make it efficient, manage the heat better, and we're going to try to scalp as much clan tech as we can, because clan tech is much better than the inner sphere equivalents. This mech really excels at long-range combat. It does have the near-sighted weapons and the machine gun and the AC-10, but given the SRM emplacements, SRM is short-range missile, it's best to take them out at long range anyway, so this mech is actually perfect for this map. And my range on this is about 800 meters, so you'll notice I stop right inside that range. That guarantees that I'm out of range of the missile silos, but they're in range of me. And while I realize the graphics are not great, do keep in mind this game came out in 1998. And I'm running it on an emulator, because you can't actually run 98 on current hardware. This was back before 64-bit chips. Also, for those of you wondering, I am actually using my Logitech headset as opposed to my Snowball mic, specifically because this has lower quality.
Single fire engaged. Group fire engaged.
Blackhammer, Damocles, please respond.
Power detected falling explosives. Parking it on the bridge.
Did you
Targeting.
get that? Laborer frequencies, but definitely something about explosive charges. Watch your step, Lance Leader. Hauling explosives. We missed that one, sorry.
That annoying buzzing you hear is my missile lock. That's actually a good thing. And what I'm facing right now is an Owens, and it's a clanner. The clans run in a caste system, so laborers were born into that. They can't really elevate past it. The person piloting that other machine there is a warrior caste, so he's the elite and aristocrat. And if you want to know more while we go through this Let's Play, you can visit sarna.net. It is a wonderful BattleTech repository. And I need to take him out because it looks like he's charging towards our mobile field base. The signal went away, so let's see what happened. We need to get to that mobile field base quick, just in case. There was a time that I actually was fast enough that I could keep that bridge intact. It didn't really do much though, other than improve the score a little bit. It didn't really give me any salvage, so I didn't see the point.
All units, we are proceeding on mission. Contact when
And
able.
that would be the wreckage from that Owens. Let's see what kind of salvage we get off that at the end of the mission. Take out the missile emplacement so we can get the mobile field base in place. On the left, you'll see my heat gauge, as well as that warning klaxon.
Primary objective complete.
If my heat gets too high, I will shut down. If it gets higher than my mech can handle, I'll actually explode. So you do have to be very careful in this game about managing your heat. So firing your weapons does have a huge trade-off.
That got their attention. Clan radio chatter just tripled. that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
All right. And you'll notice that I'm going to try to rely on the lasers as much as possible, even though the ballistic weapons and the missiles do tend to do them greater damage. Crunch. He's squishy. The reason I do that is because we are being dropped into clan territory on Tranquil. So we are not going to see a regular resupply. Ammo's going to be in short supply. That means we are at the mercy of whatever we are able to salvage. And lasers have an infinite ammo supply. Obviously the maps are going to get harder as we go. So trying to conserve resources
and are ready to deploy.
Mission successful.
Good to see you, Lance Leader.
No determination on the status of dropship Blackhammer. We assume it is down. Act in accordance with mission specifications until we devise a rescue plan.
That was Captain Taylor's official response to my request for information. Our extraction is an unknown factor at this time. We have recovered codes from the communications facility objective that allowed us to break clan radio encryption. You will receive a direct feed of clan intentions. Finally, Dominic Gunner Payne deployed successfully and has moved into position to keep clan forces pinned in place. We will rendezvous with him as planned at the mech factory.
All right, and that is Operation 1, Mission 1. Next time, Mission 2. Wheel Trouble out.